Sweet potatoes can be incredibly flavorful when prepared the right way. Their soft texture and natural sweetness make them a great choice for everything from savory dishes to desserts. But many common cooking mistakes can prevent them from tasting their best. Let's look at some of the biggest sweet potato errors to avoid. Like regular potatoes, sweet potatoes grow underground, so it's common for dirt to remain on the skin even after they reach the store. While they may look clean, traces of soil and other residue can still be present. That's why washing them before cooking is important. A quick scrub with warm water and a vegetable brush helps remove dirt, pesticides, and other unwanted particles. Skipping this step can leave contaminants behind. Even if you plan to peel them, cleaning first is still a smart move. As you peel or slice the potato, anything on the skin can be transferred to the inside, so washing helps keep the flesh clean as well. Sweet potatoes are known for their long shelf life, but proper storage makes all the difference. They stay freshest in a cool, dry place, making a pantry, basement, or cellar a much better choice than the refrigerator. While many vegetables benefit from refrigeration, sweet potatoes don't. Cold temperatures can cause their centers to harden, alter their flavor, and leave them looking dry or shriveled over time. Even though they won't last as long as some other root vegetables, sweet potatoes can typically keep for about a month when stored correctly, far longer than most fresh produce. Sweet potatoes come in far more varieties than many people realize. While the familiar orange flesh type is the most common, you'll also find white, purple, and other less familiar varieties in stores. In North America, the two main types are white-fleshed sweet potatoes with light skin and orange-fleshed varieties with copper-colored skin. Beyond those, there are options like Japanese purple sweet potatoes and other specialty types with unique colors and textures. Although their flavors are fairly similar, their textures can vary quite a bit. White sweet potatoes are firmer and hold their shape better, making them ideal for crispy fries and roasted dishes. Orange varieties are softer and creamier, which makes them a better choice for casseroles, mashes, and other recipes where a smooth texture is key. Choosing the right variety for the dish can make a noticeable difference in the final result. Sweet potatoes shine in savory dishes, from breakfast hashes to roasted dinner sides. But if that's all you're using them for, you're overlooking one of their biggest strengths: dessert. Beyond the familiar sweet potato casserole, this versatile root can be transformed into everything from traditional pies to creative treats like sweet potato brownies. Its natural sweetness makes it a perfect ingredient for baked goods and other desserts. An added bonus is that sweet potatoes can reduce the need for extra sugar. They bring their own rich, slightly caramel-like flavor, adding depth and sweetness that plain sugar can't match. One common mistake when roasting sweet potatoes is using too much oil. A light coating helps develop flavor and crispness, but excess oil can leave the potatoes greasy and soft instead of nicely browned. If you're roasting whole sweet potatoes, you may not need oil at all. For cubes or wedges, a small amount of olive oil, or even melted butter, can add richness while helping the outside caramelize. The key is moderation. Too little oil may reduce flavor, but too much can ruin the texture. As a general guideline, about 1 tablespoon of oil per large sweet potato is plenty. You can always add more seasoning later, but it's much harder to fix an overly oily batch. Sweet potato casserole is a distinctly American dish that has become a holiday tradition for many Thanksgiving tables. Quartz noted in 2018, it's a highly divisive concoction that appears on Americans' dining room tables for its annual cameo, to the delight of some and the disgust of others. Sweet potatoes and marshmallows may seem like an unusual combination, but the real issue is often excess sweetness overall. Many recipes load up on added sugar, which can push the dish over the edge. Since sweet potatoes already have a natural sweetness, heavy-handed sugar additions aren't necessary. Too much can overwhelm the flavor and make the casserole cloying instead of balanced.
It's organic sweet potatoes, and I put them in the pressure cooker, and I just, let them absorb their own natural sweetness.
Sweet potatoes already bring a gentle, layered sweetness that's more complex than plain sugar. Adding too much extra sweetener can mask that natural flavor and flatten the dish instead of enhancing it. The soft, sweet flesh is what makes sweet potatoes so appealing, but the skin shouldn't always be discarded. In many dishes, leaving it on improves both texture and nutritional value. Like many fruits and vegetables, the skin contains extra fiber, vitamins, and minerals. With sweet potatoes, that includes nutrients such as potassium and magnesium, along with a noticeable boost in fiber compared to peeled versions. Some nutrition data suggests unpeeled sweet potatoes provide significantly more potassium per serving than peeled ones, since a large portion is concentrated in or near the skin. Because of that, removing the skin can reduce some of the vegetable's overall nutritional benefits. Boiling vegetables is often considered one of the least effective methods for preserving nutrients, and it can also leave them soft and less flavorful. Sweet potatoes are no exception. When boiled or steamed, some nutrients can leach into the water, reducing their overall nutritional value unless that liquid is used in soups or stocks. For better retention of nutrients and flavor, roasting is usually preferred. Cooking sweet potatoes with the skin on, often wrapped or covered, helps protect them during the process while keeping more of their natural goodness intact. As with any produce, it's important to check sweet potatoes carefully before buying them. Odd shapes or rough-looking skins are usually fine, but avoid any with deep cuts, bruises, or exposed flesh. Damage like that can speed up spoilage by allowing bacteria in, meaning the potato may already be past its best even if it still looks usable at first glance. Some minor bumps can happen during transport, but most stores will still have plenty of firm, unbroken sweet potatoes. Choosing those will give you a fresher, longer-lasting ingredient for cooking. Sweet potatoes can last a while, but only if they're stored properly. If one has been sitting around for a week or two, it's worth checking it for signs of spoilage. Before cooking, give it a quick inspection to make sure it's still firm and fresh. Produce can change quickly, and even a good-looking potato at purchase won't stay perfect forever. Soft spots are a key warning sign. Even if the damage is localized, it often means the quality of the whole sweet potato has declined. In those cases, it's safer to discard it rather than try to salvage part of it. Thinking about swapping regular fries for sweet potato fries? It's not quite the health upgrade it's often made out to be. Sweet potatoes do have a slight nutritional advantage, but the difference is fairly small. In many cases, their calorie, protein, fat, and carb levels are very similar to white potatoes. There are a few minor distinctions. Sweet potatoes edge ahead in some nutrients, while white potatoes actually contain more potassium. Overall, the gap between them is much narrower than most people assume, and preparation methods can have an even bigger impact on how healthy they end up being.